everyone, I am Aditi Garware, your caking and baking friend, and welcome to my channel Sweet Boutique by Aditi. Today we are going to make an all-time favorite cake recipe, and it is loved by the young as well as the old, and that is the Black Forest cake. So, we are going to start by making some delicious cherry compote. We are going to add to the cake and make it so very yummy. So, we are going to use some tinned cherries and I have deseeded them. So, you can use fresh cherries as well. But I get a lot of DMs and comments that fresh cherries are not available in your town or city. So, you can completely make the compote by using tinned cherries. So, let's begin. I'm adding it over a pan and I'm going to cook this on low flame. So let's add some sugar to it. You can use castor sugar or even you can use granulated sugar. Mix this really well. We need the cherries to become really soft and juicy. So you can have a look. The cherries are leaving water and they are almost cooked. The color looks beautiful. Perfect. Now, to make the compote out of it, I have to thicken this entire mixture. So, I am going to use some cornstarch or cornflour and some water. So, I'm going to make a slurry out of it. So, keep on mixing so you do not have lumps in it. So, we have a mixture of water and cornflour. I'm going to add this to my cherry compote. Let's mix this together. You can see that it has started thickening up. This looks amazing. Now I'm going to add a bit of lemon juice for the tartness. Just mix it. So you can see the chunks of cherries and it's still saucy at the same time. Now let's get this into a bowl. We are going to cool this now and we are going to use this as a cherry compote in our Black Forest cake. So when you cool it, it's going to thicken up further. So let's cool this. The compote has cooled and it has thickened as well. This looks amazing, very juicy and saucy. If you want to cool your compote instantly, you can pop it up in the refrigerator as well. I also have a chocolate cake baked over here. This is my eggless chocolate cake recipe. To know more about my recipe, the link is in the description. So we will layer the chocolate cake. Let me take off the skin first and let's level this. This looks good. Now I'm going to layer the cake. So I'm going to cut this. Here's my first layer. And I'm going to cut 2 more layers. Be very gentle with the cake. Perfect. So let's start the assembly of the cake. Taking in 1 layer, make sure it's in the center of your plate. And I am going to soak it with sugar syrup. The recipe of the sugar syrup is in the description. I have cling wrapped this bowl to avoid drying of the whipped cream. Taking in some cream. Let's spread it evenly. Looks good. Now comes the delicious part. I'm going to add this homemade cherry compote. And trust me, you can't wait to eat this. Trust me on this. Let's add this. I can already smell it and it's yummy. The sweet smell is so tempting. Add a generous amount. This looks amazing. Adding in one more layer. Always make sure the layers are one on top of the other. And you can use a bit of whipped cream to seal the sides. So like a crumb coat basically. So the compote also gets sealed on the inside. Using a scraper, you can take off the excess. Now repeating the drill, we'll be soaking it and then adding some whipped cream and the cherry sauce. Now I am going to soak the top layer. So I have prepped up the second layer as well. And now I am going to ice the top of the cake. And using the scraper, the final finish. Oh, this looks lovely. So I have crumb coated my cake and I'm going to keep it this way. I'm going to set this in the refrigerator for at least an hour. Why I have crumb coated my cake? Because I am going to add my twist to the Black Forest cake, and those are the chocolate barks. So first I will refrigerate it and then I'll show you how I make my chocolate barks. So we are going to make the chocolate barks now. So a lot of you use chocolate shavings and that is the traditional way to make a Black Forest cake, but I thought let's give it a good twist. I have some melted dark compound here with me, and this is the baking tray with the baking paper. I'm going to pour this over here and let's spread this evenly. Make sure you don't spread it too thin. The bark needs to have some kind of body, otherwise your bark will break. Once you spread it evenly, now let's roll the baking paper. So here we go. Just roll it gently. Perfect. So we are going to set this in the refrigerator for 10 to 15 minutes. So this has set well. I can touch and feel it. It is hard. And now I'm going to open this and you can see the beautiful bark. So let's go. So the bark breaks up. So you can see these lovely barks coming out. So just pull the butter paper and you'll have these lovely barks. Perfect. This looks amazing. You can see these. And now we are going to decorate the cake. So the cake has also set well. And now I'm going to place the barks strategically one by one onto the sides. Here we go. And I want to keep this very rustic. So the beauty lies in the imperfections. Few can be tall, few can be shorter. So this way you can apply the barks and complete your cake. This looks amazing. So we have a rustic bark effect over the Black Forest cake. Now I have some whipped cream in a piping bag with the startup nozzle. So I am going to pipe some dollops of whipped cream. This way, and I am going to garnish it with some fresh cherries. Here you go. And your Black Forest cake is ready. So the Black Forest cake is ready. I really can't wait to dig in, and I'm sure even you would want to try it at home. Do let me know in the comments how do you like this recipe, and do share your pictures also on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. My handle is Sweet Boutique by Aditi. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel.